let's quickly get into the video about what actually happened last night after the pool party, the conversations that were actually happening between Sultana, Sabrina, and of course Doris. And obviously everything, it was around, or rather the conversation was centered around Dede and a bit about Bbnaija as well. And for me, it was not even shocking because Doris, if you guys can remember, if you have been watching the show, you will know that Ogel has always been on a Dede, especially about Kola's case. You guys know that I don't know what happened between Kola and Doris, but obviously Kola has been chasing Dede, and obviously somehow it seems like Doris did not like it, but we're just gonna get into actually everything that happened yesterday, where Dede was even called sugar baby. Anyway, let's get into the video. Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Tabitha, and this is On The Grind with myself. And thank you so much for hanging out again with me. Don't forget to give a video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and do comment down below. So you guys, sorry for missing in action. There's a lot actually going on right now, and I just can't focus. But yeah, I'm back because I watched what actually happened yesterday. Anyway, prior the conversation that happened in the kitchen between Sultana, Sabrina, and Doris, there was a conversation that happened where it was Dan Boskid, Coin, Sultana, and Zita, if I remember very well. They were talking about Bbnaija and of course Dede. And at some point, I remember in conclusion, Sultana called Bbnaija a girl syndrome. That's what she actually said, saying Bbnaija, she's actually really not smart. She's actually really dumb. Everything that she does, she's senseless. Like, she really said a lot of demeaning things about Bbnaija, and she even went on to say that Bbnaija is actually just covering. People can see that she's actually dumb because on how she carries herself. Like, she covers that on how she carries herself. Guys, I was listening to this conversation, and I think it's only fair at this point when I say Sultana is giving a mean girl energy. I've been saying this, especially referencing that incident that once happened between her and Emisi. I feel like she keeps on just really proving me right to say, I was actually right to say that she's very unnecessary and mean sometimes, to be honest. Yesterday, when after obviously the pool party, things went on, the conversation again happened. Now in the kitchen, it was between Sultana, Sabrina, and Doris. You guys know that when it comes to Dede, Sultana, even late at night on the very first week, sometime on the very first week, she once dragged Dede. Doris has always been on Dede's case. It's like they are even forgetting their main purpose on why they went to the show. It's like Dede, it's like it's the air that they actually breathe. Let me put it in that way, because tell me why Dede lives rent-free on this lady's mind. Like, a 23-year-old is always getting some backlashes from them for no reason. I mean, if I really remember very well, I have never seen these three ladies having a conversation with Bbnaija or Dede, like a sit-down proper chat where they can actually experience these two ladies for themselves without creating all these stories and, I feel like, lying about them. So basically, in that conversation, when they were talking, I guess, analyzing Dede's personality, they went on to say, they alleged that, especially Doris, alleged that, who's this one? Dede is a sugar baby, meaning Dede is dating old married men or old wealthy men who sponsors her lifestyle. Dede doesn't have a job. Dede is not doing anything about her life. So the whole this lifestyle that she actually has, it's being sponsored by a old wealthy man. That is why Dede is very careful about how she moves in the house. That is why she can't even entangle herself with other agents in the house, because even if she were to do it, probably the sponsor is watching the show and she might lose all the benefits that she's getting from this man in question. And I was asking myself, because you guys, I don't remember you guys having conversation with Dede. Where do you guys get all of this thing? Like, who told you this whole information? Because if I were to be honest, everything that, the way in which Doris has been going on and on about Dede and Sultana in the house, for me now, it's no longer about a strategy. It's giving mean girl energy. It's giving people who are actually really threatened by Dede's existence in the house. I feel like they thought they were gonna be the it girls of the season, but now Dede is in the picture, is in the building, Mide is there, and they can't really fathom themselves out to see how can they actually get, like, I think also one thing that annoys aggravate them, it's because most of the guys in the house, they kind of like feel Dede, they kind of like Dede more than the other ladies in the house, and I think that's where actually it rubs them off. Because a lot of things that they were saying, you guys, I was listening and I'm like, girls. So in the midst of all of this conversation, Sultana at some point, I can't remember if it was when she was with Doris and Sabrina in the kitchen, or it was the conversation that happened where Coin also had so much to say when they were sitting by the table with Zita and Don Boskid. She did mention that she knew Dede before, and everyone was asking, where did you know Dede? Like, how do you know Dede? And she was like, no, we did the same medical at the same center before coming into the house. So that's how you knew a person? Is that how you can elaborate knowing someone before? And you think now you know a person to a point where they have been it has been really it was really a lot. And I was just listening. I'm like, no man, these women are actually pick-me girls, a type of women. They just wanted these guys to be following them. But unfortunately, that is not the case. So they are trying all by means just to create the narratives, the lies that they have been spreading about, these two women in the show, and also calling someone a dumb girl, saying someone has a dumb girl syndrome. That was really, really extreme. That was very extreme. Just because someone, guys, I don't know. If you guys watched the conversations that I'm talking about, you guys will know that was really, really extreme. It was more like a slut-shaming Dede to call someone that she's getting sponsors from old men. When you guys never had a conversation with Dede, that was crazy for me. Where do you get this whole information? Because clearly you guys don't know each other from anywhere. That is my opinion. I don't think they know each other from anywhere. But they went on to say a lot of things. And I remember when Dede was talking about her family back then, to say, just explaining the background of, her family, or the kind of family that she's coming from. I then realized why it was so easy also to like Imisi, to embrace Imisi as a human being. Not even degrading her as the way I've seen other female housemates were really trying to treat her so much bad, past a few days. It shows that this Dede comes from a family that has love. She understands how to give other people love without looking at their statuses, social statuses, or anything like that. regardless of whether Imisi is in a character or not. But that alone tells you the kind of person Dede is. But there are this group of women that I don't know what is going on in their mind. They are forgetting that there's money that has to be won. They are just focusing on just putting Dede on a spotlight, on talking and degrading, demeaning, you know, like using all these derogatory statements that it is so really crazy to define a woman that you don't even know, a woman that you never even had a proper sit-down conversation to get to know her, experience her for yourself. You already creating narratives because of a man. For me, honestly speaking, Doris, her beef derived from Kola liking Dede more than her, and instead of her being angry towards this guy, she's just, you know, being angry at the girl. Sabrina, because she thought maybe she's the only one who can afford luxury or whatever the case may be. Now there's Dede who is just, she doesn't even have to tell us. You can tell how she carries herself, how she speaks. You can tell. Oguti Dede understands things. She knows finer things. But no, that is a pain when it comes to Sabrina. That is why she always saying a lot of things about Dede. Like this, you guys, I don't know if you watched that conversation. Please let me know what is it that you're thinking about everything that these people were talking. These people saying that Dede is a sugar baby. They are saying things boldly that you would understand. You would even like question yourself, can you stand for this? What you are saying about the next person? Anyway, I don't know what you guys really think. You can go ahead and comment down below. I'll be back with another video. Stay tuned and I love you so much.